All right, everybody, welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're diving headfirst into the world of data security.
Yes. Data security, always a hot topic.
And we're going to be talking about something
Absolutely.
called role-based access control.
RBAC.
RBAC.
That's right.
So imagine a world where only the right people get to see the right information.
Okay. I like it already.
You know, like you're a doctor, you should be able to see patient records.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're a nurse, you can see treatment plans, but the person who does the billing shouldn't see any of that stuff.
Exactly. Separate those duties.
Right. It's like the company version of need to know.
Perfect analogy.
And that's what we're talking about today.
That's the power of RBAC.
It's RBAC.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to really try to understand, how important this is.
Absolutely.
For all kinds of organizations,
yes.
Not just hospitals.
Right. Anyone dealing with sensitive data, which is pretty much everyone these days.
Pretty much everybody you know.
It's everywhere.
So if you're listening to this, there's a good chance this applies to you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And it's becoming even more important now with, remote work.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cloud computing, all this stuff.
Think about all the cyber attacks we're hearing about.
More and more data. More and more places.
And it's only getting worse.
Seems like the old ways of doing things like just locking down the perimeter.
The old perimeter security.
Firewalls, passwords.
Not enough anymore.
It's just not enough anymore.
Right. You got to control it from the inside.
Our sources this week are saying exactly that.
Yeah.
Like we have to start thinking differently.
The game has changed.
It's not just about keeping people out. It's about
managing who has access to what.
Exactly. And that's where RBAC comes in.
Exactly.
So you basically say like, okay, instead of giving Bob in marketing access to the customer database, we're going to give the marketing team role access.
And define what they can do.
But only certain things that they need to do their job.
Exactly.
Not everything.
Right.
So you're not managing hundreds of individual permissions.
That would be a nightmare.
It's just roles.
Way more efficient.
Which seems a lot easier.
Absolutely. And it scales better as your organization grows.
Yeah, when you hire somebody new, you don't have to go through this whole big thing.
You just assign them a role and boom, they're off.
It's like, welcome to the marketing team. Here's your role.
Exactly. And when someone moves to a different department, you just switch their role.
Easy peasy.
No need to revoke and grant a bunch of individual permissions.
And it helps with all those crazy data regulations.
Oh, yeah. All those regulations like IPA in healthcare.
Yeah.
PCI DSS for payment cards.
All that stuff.
GDPR in Europe.
It helps you stay compliant.
It does. It gives you an audit trail so you can prove who had access to what.
So you can actually prove that you're doing the right things.
Absolutely shows you're taking data security seriously.
Because if you don't, you can get hit with some
big fine.
Pretty hefty fines.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
So it's not just about avoiding the fines. It's about
building trust with your customers and partners.
Like saying, we take your data seriously.
We got this.
We're not going to let some, hacker get in here and steal all your information.
And we're responsible.
And it can actually make your whole organization run better.
More efficient.
Because if people don't have access to stuff they shouldn't, they can't mess it up.
Less human error.
They can't accidentally delete something
exactly. Or stumble into something they shouldn't be seeing.
Change something they're not supposed to.
That can lead to all sorts of problems.
So it's like a win-win.
You got it.
But our sources are also saying that there are some potential downsides.
Oh, there always are, right?
It's not a perfect system.
Nothing is perfect.
Like if don't implement it properly, it can be too
rigid.
Rigid.
Yeah. Too much control can stifle productivity.
And it can get really complicated.
Yeah. Especially for large organizations with complex roles.
Especially in like a really big organization.
You need to find the right balance.
Yeah. So you got to be careful.
Not too strict, not too loose.
Find that Goldilocks zone.
Just right for your organization.
So, what does all this mean for our listeners?
Well,
why should they care about RBAC?
It's more than just a technical term.
Okay.
It's a way of thinking about security and efficiency.
Such a mindset.
It is a mindset.
Okay.
If you implement a well-designed RBAC system, you're not just protecting your data, you're creating a culture of responsibility and trust, and ultimately making your organization more efficient and resilient.
So it's about building a more secure ecosystem.
Yeah, security-conscious ecosystem.
Within your organization.
Exactly.
And I think that's a great place to leave it.
Yeah.
But here's something for you to think about. How could even tighter access controls make a difference in your workplace, no matter what industry you're in? Could RBAC be part of the solution to the data security challenges that you see around you?
Something to ponder.
That's the question we'll leave you with. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
Always a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.